maid of honor for tonight. I'd first like to say how happy we are to officially have Bob as a part of our family. He's been the son my parents never had, a brother to Nisha and I, and now will be a husband to me. And you know you've made it into our family when Candace, Yesha, and I constantly are coming together to team up against you, always challenging you or just constantly making fun of you. I was just saying last weekend how he couldn't wait until today so he could finally get back at us for all the grief that we've caused him. Okay. But better known as Candace's boyfriend, or more importantly, as the first person that we call whenever our computer breaks down. I guess having Bob as a part of our family permanently won't be so bad. As for my older sister, the first thing that comes to mind to say is how proud I am of her. She's been a strength and inspiration to me, and when she asked me to be her maid of honor, I really felt blessed. We've come a long way from being two tomboys and blaze orange hunting hats, living on the farm with completely opposite personalities. Family is extremely important to us, and being able to extend it is truly a gift that words cannot describe. So Bob, all the grief that we gave you, we had to do it because we had to know if you could make it into our family. Because let's be honest, we know we're pretty awesome. Congratulations, and I love you.
Alright. Speech time. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone first of all for being here. I am the best man in the room tonight. My name is Tony Yeager. Now, there's actually a tradition that states that the best man speech is supposed to last about as long as the groom's lovemaking. Thank you all. Have a good night. It is said that once in your life you find that special someone, the person who will be by your side to share laughter, dreams, and understanding for the rest of your life. An individual who knows you almost as well as you know yourself. And for Bob, whether he knew it at the time or not, that moment came all the way back in grade school when he met me. And we became best friends. Candace came along a little later, but I think hesitation probably passed me up on the hierarchy. Candace, you look very lovely tonight. And Bob, A for effort, you look good. Bob and I go back a really long way, so we've been best friends all the way back since first grade. In that time, we've made a lot of memories. We tried out a lot of different career paths, tested the waters. We authored a couple books. Our band actually had a wildly successful debut album in 6th grade. We've written some screenplays that have been very well received. I think Dave actually was a big fan of our first one. I think we were really just trying to find ways to not have to work a real job for the rest of our lives. But none of these little money-making schemes worked out, and as you know, Bob is a sports reporter, you might know. Bob and I have always been big sports guys. We played basketball and football, Bob played baseball all through grade school and high school. But actually some of our most impressive athletic moments and more competitive moments came when there were no parents and no crowds around. A good example of this is when we experimented with boxing early in college. Boxing seemed like a good idea at the time. We used to box in Bob's driveway, and this, of course, ended up in me getting my first bloody nose. For Bob. I always used to tell Bob whenever we do this how it was such an internal struggle for me. I really had a problem punching my best friend in the face. It just doesn't sit well. There's a guilt that takes you over. Bob never had that problem. He was always more concerned with things waiting around. And we still play football to this day. Every year around Thanksgiving time, all of our friends get together and we play a turkey bowl. There's time at Thanksgiving, and the fact that Bob is willing to play football on the same field as me to this day is a miracle. You see, there was a time in college we were playing a highly competitive game of tackle football, and things were escalating, and I attempted to kick the ball out of Bob's grasp. To this day, I can't tell you why. It turns out I missed the ball. Well, I think 2 balls. So I got to play those, but I might be sent Bob to the hospital with that one. But to this day, we're still great friends. But let's remember the reason we're here tonight. Bob and Candace were married today. I can actually still remember the call Bob gave me after he had proposed to Candace. I was really surprised because he had not told me all of his plans to propose. But I'll always remember the phone call. I'll always remember the words he said to me. They'll stick with me forever. He said, and I quote, "Hey man, I just got engaged, and if you don't call back in a half hour, I'm going to make Pete my best man." He's about 10 minutes away from being out here. So it turned out 18 years of friendship boiled down to about a 30-minute time limit. Thanks for those 30 minutes, Bob. Now, I think it's important for every best man speech to offer a little bit of advice to the newlywed couple. And I don't have a lot of nuggets of wisdom for marital bliss, but one thing that seems to be a central theme of all relationships is that communication is very important. And communication is the foundation of all relationships. And these two actually already have a great start on communication. In fact, they've actually mastered nonverbal communication. For example, when I call Bob on a almost nightly basis, she knows exactly what look to give Bob, and Bob knows he better not answer that call. While this may seem harsh, in her defense, Bob and I talk on the phone more than any two heterosexual men ever should. But again, I just want to thank everybody for being here on this very special day. And I'm going to conclude with a toast, so everyone wants to raise their glass. So Bob and Candace, two wonderful people who deserve a lifetime filled with happiness, laughter, and love. Whatever turns life may take, you will take them together, side by side through anything. Congratulations on this special day when two great individuals become so much more, united as one in marriage. I love you guys and I want to wish you the best. Cheers. Everybody have a good time tonight.